My name's Jim Jackson. I work with the tight ends and fullbacks. For the tight ends position, right now we've got C.J. Robertson returning. He played in a bunch of games last year, has some experience, played on a championship team 2 years ago. Did a really good job this summer getting himself ready. The next kid would be Michael Pruitt. Had a really good spring. We're excited about his athletic ability. Deron Flood, who's a transfer from Purdue, he also had a good spring and summer, and kind of like him, like the way he carries himself. And Dalton Morgan, who's from DuQuoin, did a really good job too, trimming up this year and getting his body weight down, and he's become much more athletic. The freshman would be Adam Feeney. He's from Breeze Mater Dei, another local kid, and he's a big kid, so it'll be interesting to see what he can do for us this camp. As far as fullbacks go, John Good would be the returner, and he had a good summer leading. Ray Agnew also, who took a really big jump this spring, and then Rick Hicks from Anna Jonesboro. He did a great job this spring and summer as well too. I'm probably proudest the most of Rick with how much he did mentally improving. I think a year and a half ago he was really far away, learning from the playbook, and he's done a great job working hard and working extra, and we feel comfortable about him and where he is at that standpoint. So I'd probably say he worked really hard in the playbook and that type of things.
Two guys in my position, Bomer and Pickard, have gotten a lot of preseason accolades, and they're deserving of that. But I think they're guys that are hungry for more. They don't even mention that. I talked to them about it briefly. I'll address it on Saturday, and then we'll go about our business. You know, the offensive line group is a group that doesn't need a whole lot of patting on the back. They do get a lot of kicks in the butt. When we do well, that's great. When we do bad, they point fingers a lot of times up front. But with our group, we have a lot of veteran guys that we're going to be banking on. But Bomer and Pickard, there's no controversy there. They're good players for us. The other positions, we have some veterans, and there's going to be some good competition. So we have a depth chart, but I believe there's going to be competition at guard, at right tackle. It's going to be an interesting pre-fall camp, but I think we're almost too deep, and I feel real good about them, and they're anxious to get this season started. So I'll mention those two guys. The other guys, they need to prove to the rest of the team and our staff that they're willing to get it done, but at least we have some game experience and they're ready to go. Any quick questions for me?
Coach, if you just start, what do you mean by we're almost too deep? What exactly would you mean by that?
Well, because we have some kids that have started, like a Van Drill, who's a backup center, Eric Bergman, Terrence Isaiah, Scott Becker, Rich Wilson, Jesse McMullen. You have starters, that guys that played last year, started during the season. So we have guys that maybe going into the first game are backing up, but they've started in the past. So we feel real good on that in terms of somebody gets nicked, we put somebody else in, we don't lose a beat. Or at times, if we need to rest our starters, hey, let's get that other group in there. So I've been involved in some lines, some real good lines where you can do that. If it's a hot day, get a whole fresh lineup in there and let's go. Now, I'd hate to do that with Pickard and Bomer, but that's a possibility. So I feel pretty good about our two deep. Yes, Coach Lennon.
Just to clarify, the two is a TWO, not a TO. So we're not too deep, we're almost too deep.
That is correct. Reese, you going to help me this pre-fall?
Bomer and Pickard.
All right. Don't screw them up.
I got him.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.